You know what that sounds like, bro. You love your rock and roll.
I do indeed.
You love your rock and roll. David in the Bridge. Yes.
How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing?
We talked about this, man. We talked about our mutual appreciation for Paramore. I just found out as well by just kind of taking a look at a few things that you and I share a deep love for a band, which if you have a deep love for them, then it's very deep, which is Deftones.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Ooh.
Come on.
Should we just clear the decks and talk for 25 minutes about Deftones? Bro,
love me some chains. Love me some knife party.
Seriously. Isn't it just... And I hear it too, man. On the bridge, I hear where you're going.
You know what? Come on, you see the vision.
I hear where you're going. I can hear it, absolutely, and I see it. And because it's less about the dynamic shift of the music, it's about the ability to make the darkness sound romantic.
Indeed. That's poetry right there.
You wrote it, bro. It's called Romantic Homicide. What are you talking about? You built the blueprint, David. It's so good to have you back in the room, man. I love that, we have, we're way past that, man. There's friendship in this room. And, you're back with this 9-song EP. And I know why you did it, but I've been dying to ask you, to get it from you, why it's not an album, why it's an EP. Are you holding on to that idea of what an album can be for later?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. This is like the testing the waters phase. This is like the warm-up, Yeah. I don't want to give it my all just yet because I got so much. And it's been a long journey. Like, it's been 6 months between Romantic Homicide and Placebo Effect when I dropped those 2 singles. And it was like, what do I want the next step to be? And how far of a step is that step? So I feel like this is like a jog.
Well, what's cool as well is that you get to put these songs that everybody already loves onto a project. They're not standalone songs. And so it's hard when you come out with an album with songs that have been around for a year or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, let's give them the context. Speaking of which, when I first saw the artwork, I was really like, wow, David's really stepping into this kind of very visceral, very extreme visual representation. Then I heard the project and I was like, it just reflects the title. It starts with petals. And it ends in a pretty dark place. Yeah. That's pretty crazy. When did you sort of conceptualize this? Like, when did it come to you? When did the light bulb go off in your head that from Sleep Well to The Bridge, I can get to that cover art?
Oh, you know what? It was like maybe 2 weeks before we locked in the Tracklist.
Wow.
Not even 2 weeks, maybe 2 days.
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest with you. But yeah, I had the idea that I wanted it to be like an episodic experience and more or less like a mixtape of just a bunch of collection of sounds. And I had been making songs every day. So it was like, if you make that much music, how do you know what fits on a project and make it cohesive?
Yeah.
So I was like...
That's why you have to trust yourself that it's all going to fit like a puzzle at the end.
Exactly.
Because your subconscious has been building it. Your consciousness isn't aware of what you've been building.
Exactly. And like sonically too, how I wanted it to sound, if I wanted to solidify a certain uniqueness. But it came together super easy. And I was like, this feels like a bigger movie. And then it ends off. And then it's like a cliffhanger almost with The Bridge being the last track.
For sure. And even just sonically and production-wise, it starts with a lullaby and it ends with like you throwing a tantrum.
Exactly. It's like the progress of a relationship right there.
100%. Talking about a song like Sleep Well, which is, I think, one of the hardest things you can actually try to create as an artist, which is, like I said, an arrangement as simple as that, a lullaby, a sentiment, not getting caught up in what's available to you on a laptop, the tools, the ideas, the restlessness of youth, having the confidence to slow down and say, this is going to be one of the most simple and effective songs I can write. Do you know what I mean? I think that's super challenging. I mean, how was it for you to get in the headspace to write Sleep Well?
Honestly, it was just thinking about the project. If I wasn't in EP mode, I wouldn't have
You wouldn't have made it. So you made it to fit something. So you knew it was going to be the start.
I did.
You came in to write an opener. I love that.
I did. I wrote Sleep Well and Worthless in the same night. And these are all band lab. This is in my sister's closet at home. This is all very DIY. And I was like, okay.
Still.
I haven't been focusing on how I want something to sound in the project, but I really do need a good opener. And this was the one.
What inspired you to start with something as soft and lilting as this?
Because it feels like the beginning of a dream. I like the whole premise of the project is like a delusional relationship. Like you are delusional throughout the whole thing. And there's like elements of don't forget about me, like this and that, dreams, is this real?
Well,
I play with things.
It's almost vicarious. I mean, when you listen to this song, it's almost a bit, and I mean this as a compliment, there's a creepiness to it. Like, you sleep well.
Yes.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, especially the saxophone at the end of the song.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not over yet.
It blows my mind, bro. How far you've come. Like, I don't want to come across as patronizing. I want to come across as the ultimate compliment of what was the idea of making music and this natural talent. That's a timeless, like, modern R&B song, bro.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like you leaned into that arrangement and you crooned that like the greatest, man. I mean, what was going through your mind when you recorded that vocal on your own, just in that tiny, tiny space?
I just wanted it to flow like water. I feel like, because I made Worthless before that, it was very big. I felt like I was pushing something, but I felt like I just wanted to just have it feel like a river almost. Because it's like you start at the top, and then you get to the end. It's like you completed your journey. Yeah. And it felt like a journey to me, and I felt like I had a mission accomplished at that point.
Do you just jump out of the closet when you've made that and just can you not wait to play it to somebody? Do you hold on to it for a little bit?
I hold on to it, man. Yeah. I mean, after I make it, I send it to my A&Rs, but after that, it's like I just keep it to myself until it's time to drop.
Yeah. I love that, man. How's life, bro? How is life around music and everything else? You look good. You got light in your eyes. You don't seem like someone who's about to release a 9-song project.
I mean, I'm just taking it one day at a time, bro. It's such a blessing to just, be able to do this. Yeah. I wouldn't even think about it 2 years ago. So.
Well, I know, because when we first spoke, I think it's fair to say that you were trying to figure out what being an artist, quotations, actually means. Yeah. We'd almost decided before you had.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So it fits good now. You feel like
I don't know, bro.
You still don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's like, because I'm looking at people like Tyler the Creator, A$AP Rocky, and people like that, and like that's true artistry right there. And I think you really got to find yourself as an artist. Yeah. Like you can be a musician, like that's cool, but as an artist, like
it's more than just that.
Exactly. Who are you on stage? Who are you when people like see you in public, et cetera, et cetera? Like that makes you an artist.
Is that something that's happening with more sort of intensities, especially with all the TikTok success and everything else, the recognition and whatnot?
Yeah, and I feel like this tour that's coming up is going to really shape it too. Yeah.
How are you finding all that? The idea of being available to people. You were unavailable before making music, and now it's like people see you, and there's a thing that comes with creating art, especially art that's as personal as this. We think we know you.
Right. I mean, it's interesting because, 4 years of being homeschooled by myself. Yeah. And then now, having millions of people listen to my voice in some headphones. Yeah. Especially being on tour too and being in front of them. It's a stark contrast, but I've gotten used to it, and I think I appreciate the level of like vulnerability that I have with people that listen to my music that relate to it too, because it's a connection. It's a universal language. So I think it's something that connects all of us, and it's a beautiful thing too. So
it's an interesting. It's a rare combination of a camp, like a crew, that have two essentially amazing artists, both of whom were homeschooled. Have you ever given that any thought, spoken to Justin about that, like what the mentality is behind deciding to sort of educate in a more intimate environment and how that affected the artist you are? Because I'm referring to Billy and Phineas, were homeschooled as well. And I mean, you share a team with them.
Yeah, it's interesting. I haven't talked about it yet. I feel like there's some subconscious sauce that I don't want to question at all, right? Because it's like, if I try to crack a code that's not supposed to be cracked, it's like makes the authenticity go away. But I feel like we've all tapped into something that was birthed from isolation. Not that they were isolated, but I think I definitely was. And that helped me find myself as an individual. And that definitely showed in the music because I had no influence over my sound. I had no influence over my melodies.
That's an incredibly mature response to that question. But at the time when you lack the maturity, when you're deep trying to find the identity and you're in isolation, what was that experience like? Even with the best of intentions for you, how did that translate being isolated in education?
Man, it was insane, bro. I can't count the number of times I got in trouble on social media being stupid, bro.
Yeah. Just trying to find people, bro. Right? Trying to connect.
Yeah, I mean, especially in the gaming scene, because like the higher you get in gaming, like it's like based off toxicity. So the more toxic you are, the better, So I'm over here trying to be the cool kid, like over here being mean to people, doing all this kind of crazy stuff.
It's not a business model parents can understand or appreciate.
So I feel like it was a process of finding David, because I used to call myself by my middle name. I used to be Ant. And it was like finding David, moving away from my middle name and being my first name, and it kind of shows who I was as a person. And it's a growing process. It's all growth.
Of course, it's about growth, and the song's going to help you do that.
Exactly.
Every song that you put out, every time that you put out a song and people respond to it, and they recognize your identity doesn't have to be Ant, toxic, gaming, isolated, trying to make connection for the wrong reasons, but actually finding a way to release something, letting go of it, not even having to comment on it, and this happens. It's hilarious, right? While the song's playing, I'm just creating this like mild, spontaneous dissertation about how, the industry would have looked at a Billy and Phineas back in the day or at any point in time and realized they're coming from a homeschooled environment with a small family that wants to keep it close and protect their, the experience. And Phineas and Billy don't want to let anybody touch their creative. The industry wouldn't know what to do with it. They would have put their hands all over it, smothered it or ruined it. But Justin, of course, knew what to do with it, and then discovers David, who comes from the same environment where family's the most important, wants to make his own music, have nobody touch it, and he's like, I know what to do with this. I won't ruin this guy. And then fucking Eddie goes, yo, you gaming right now?
Listen, Zane, you're the music guy, I'm the lifestyle guy.
Oh, yeah.
I come from a different side of it, man. You hit it from both ends, man.
David immediately turns around and he's like, yo, Zelda's out, man. Let's get into this conversation.
Come on, bro. Y'all turn this into a podcast, like super podcast.
It's so beautiful, man. When you play that song live, does it belong to you even anymore? Does it belong to people who sing it back to you? Songs have life.
I feel like it leaves me as soon as I put it out.
Yeah.
Before I even get on stage, man, because they know the words.
Yeah.
Before and they singing it for me. And it's like, man, I'm an audience member now. Y'all are the performers.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's such a beautiful thing. And it's like, it bridges the connection even more. Because if these people were at home listening to it and now they're in front of me, attempting to sing it. It's beautiful, bro.
Attempting to sing it. It's so good. Great artist, right? You got to be careful when you're singing back to your favorite artist, man. You think that you get a pass, but backstage, it's like, man, half that crowd was completely out of key.
I put the mic on people too. Like, I'll bring them up on stage, have them sing like placebo effect on me and stuff like that.
Yeah. What does it mean to your family to see this kind of recognition now? We've met elements of your families. Again, it's a close-knit family, very important to you, very important to them that they stay close to you and that everybody grows through this together and they don't let go of you.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
It can be done. It's been proven it can be done. But at some point, they've got to be in the crowd. They've got to see it from everyone else's perspective. Have you ever sort of figured out how they're dealing with all this?
No. I mean, I forget to ask sometimes.
It's probably smart.
But, I hope they seem proud.
Yeah,
and I hope they continue to be proud.
I think they're just proud that you're not on gaming at 2 a.m, cursing people out.
Man.
Yeah. I want to talk a little bit more about the making of this this 9-song project, this brand new EP, right? Petals to Thorns. It sounds like you did it all in the same place. You went back to the same place, right? Was that by design? Was that like, I know what's going to work for this. I want it to relate to Romantic Homicide. I don't want to go elsewhere and have something that comes in sounding weird.
Most definitely. That's like pointing back to my point of like the step. How far is the step? And I'm walking through this project. I'm not rushing anything. And I feel like I don't want to leave what I started in 2022. And I wanted to just complete that story before I turn the page.
Move on to the next thing.
This is the one.
Yeah, does your brain move differently though? Like, are you now thinking of what the next step's gonna be?
Dude, I'm albums ahead.
Albums.
I'm so far. Bro, I'm so far. It's so crazy because I gotta pull myself back. I remember recording, what was it? Backstreet Girl, or I think it was Don't Forget About Me. And
that's one of my favorites, by the way.
Thank you. But yeah, it was like I had to pull myself back, and I pulled elements from the stuff I was doing that was ahead of myself and bring elements of that back.
To hold on.
I feel like there's stuff in like a little bit of popness in Don't Forget About Me. But yeah, I'm doing jazz, I'm doing rock, I'm doing a lot of grunge, I'm doing a lot of like R&B-esque pop too.
All still just on your own?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I've tried studios, I've been doing a lot of sessions as well, but I feel like there's a balance between the DIY and like the very produced out stuff. So I'm just trying to find where I can make the best music.
How do you find go on?
It's proven to be on my phone.
Yeah.
But, there's nothing wrong with having a couple producers in the room and going crazy.
Well, I was going to ask you this though, like when you come out of the smallest, most intimate environment, literally physically and spiritually, and then you go into a room with people who know what you've made, they've listened to your music, they're prepared. No one's coming in blind or deaf on this one, right? They're like, I know what David makes. So they're immediately kind of pushing your own identity as it is today back on you without even meaning to. And you might be like, I want to break out of this altogether and do something different. So how is that balance, like all of a sudden being in a room with others trying to create?
I mean, you know what? I just stayed. I'm just like, yo, can we switch this? Can we do this and do something else?
Yeah, just
like,
be straight.
So, exactly. Yeah, I work with Zetra a lot. I work with Noah Ealer a lot.
Yeah.
And Gray Toomey.
Yeah.
And that's like the squad, bro.
So you found your people.
Know exactly what I want to do every time I get in with them. And it's going well. It's going really well. I can't wait for you guys to hear it.
Same.
But
Same.
yeah, man.
Hey, David's in the building right here. Yes! Oh, I love that, man.
We
Worthless. Some energy and some tempo, you know. You found your way into that in the most beautiful, holistic way. And we haven't even got to the bridge yet. It's how the whole project ends. It's called Petals To Thorns. It's coming out in days. And it's been great having you here, man. I know we're a couple of days ahead of the project. Normally we like to get a little bit closer, but we had to snag you while we could because you're about to hit the road.
I am indeed.
Do you look forward to it? Do you get homesick? Like, not everybody loves the road. Everyone loves the idea of the road, but a lot of artists will tell you until they hit the road, the anxiety and the feeling of leaving home can be a little overwhelming. Where do you sit in all that? You love it?
Nah. I don't even know what homesick is, bro. Bro, once
by
I'm
the way,
on the road,
man graduated to a bus in record time, by the way. So he's totally good.
That's
he's
my
good.
home.
Yeah.
We're good, Texas, bro. I'm on.
Well, you're good. You're gaming. You're hanging out. You're watching the world go by. Like,
it's all happening fast too, but that's how I like it. I don't like, being slow.
Yeah.
I like taking my time, but I like being slow.
Yeah.
But
well, you don't like to wait.
Boom. I like to be. You know what? Nah, I do like patience. Patience is key. But if things can go faster, why not?
Why not?
So
I think it's going pretty fast.
Yeah.
it is.
Festivals?
Oh yes, bro. I was supposed to play Something in the Water, but there was a tornado.
Oh, yeah.
It was a tornado, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm playing We Love Green in Paris. I'm doing ACL in October.
Unbelievable.
I'm doing Fuji Rock in Japan. Like, come on, bro.
Oh my days. Fuji Rock is gonna blow your mind. Blow your mind.
I know. I have not watched no videos.
Have you ever been to Japan?
I've been
to Tokyo?
I've not been there yet. Bro. I'm about to geek out.
Have you even been to a
I'm about to
festival?
geek out. I've not been to one. Nah.
Yo.
I mean, no. Something in the Water. I was there. I did watch my fellow performers. I love them. It was my first time being at the festival. It was great. But
it's kind of like, I think it's one of the ultimate lifestyle plays for any artist when you can go to a festival and feel confident in your slot and enjoy watching others play. Great relationships come out of that. Friendships come out of that experience. It's really where the worlds of being a fan and an artist are perfectly aligned.
yeah.
It's hard to be a fan when you're on the road playing your own shows because everyone's there to see you.
Right. Exactly.
But you get to go out on those festivals. You get to go and say, "Oh, am I going to go see
Get an
him?
audience. Be the audience member first, and then
Yeah. Everything's still to play for, bro. It's been such a joy having you in the room. We love it. The door is always open for you. You don't even need an invitation. You and your team are so welcome, man.
Thank you.
Nothing but love, bro. Good luck in a couple of days or whenever it comes. I think it's like a week, right? Just over a week.
Yeah.
Okay, man. May 26th, Petals To Thorns. David in the house.